So EHOME likely to pick their offlaner here. They need
Beastmaster.
I don't know about playing Beastmaster in the lane against. Oh, they do have the Shadow Shaman. It's pretty strong, but Troll Willard is a strong laner. I'm thinking that they're gonna pick like a back laning hero.
Again, give me a BKB axe. Give me a BKB person disable, and you win. Like
actually, I think they Centaur here, right? So
Centaur's, yeah.
Centaur seems good. I mean, the glimpse is going to be annoying because you won't get as many Stampede escapes, but Troll Warlord, a lot of his laning strength is like actually just sitting there and hitting you. And you've got Shadow Shaman Centaur. That's like I wouldn't say old school, but that was like a couple of months ago. That was one of the strongest dual lanes that people were running. And Royal don't actually have a way to break a good way to break the shackle.
Is there like a better thing than casting Dota and having a milkshake? I just don't think there is.
Just don't throw it in anybody.
Did you get cookies and cream?
Oh yeah. Nice. I literally do not think there is. Uber Eats.
So you're in your happy place.
I really am just so freaking happy right now.
Tell us about it. What else makes you happy, Alan?
You know, recently, swinging katana.
While you were studying Dota, Alan was studying the blade.
I took up Kenjutsu recently. It's actually awesome.
Wait, did you say ninjutsu?
Kenjutsu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's amazing. The dude that our sensei is actually, he's a data science guy, and so he explains it to me in terms of probability. Everyone else in the room is looking at us like we're totally weird, but it's so fun.
If it's any consolation, there's now a lot of people back at home looking at you totally weird.
Look, I am a very weird person. You figure this out in like 30 seconds.
What's your weirdest thing? If you were speed dating and I were to say like, hey Alan, what's your weirdest thing? What would you say?
I don't even know. I can remember my brain is just chaos theory. I can remember
talking about video games and
that Lanham had 768 last hits on Tiny at TI9, which was a record that stood for like 6 months, but I can't remember where I left my keys in the morning. It's just my brain is just.
It is priorities.
You guys dig in this OD pick? It's pretty good against the two cores that RNG are showing. Like, it kills Tide and you can imprison Troll.
It works against Oracle T2. Like, you can just banish so many problems. If you get glimpsed, banish yourself. That'll solve you a couple seconds of Static Storm, potentially.
I wish I could banish all my problems.
Well, really, he just delays a lot of them, but...
Well, that's exactly what I do. I feel better.
Banish versus Meteor.
If Void were a hero, you would pick it here. It is not.
Into what? Void into Tide Disruptor Troll.
Oracle.
Probably not.
Also Oracle against Void.
Yeah.
That ain't good.
Alan?
Nope. Just give him the old Fates Edict and you're like,
again though,
congrats, dude.
Pick Void, make the Sven support.
But I was just trying to think of something that
his keys. He was trying to get his keys. It's like I just Faceless Void.
What are RNG gonna pick?
Right.
Alan, we're just kidding. We love you. You know that.
Venomancer.
I say dumb things once in a while.
That's fine. We all do.
Once in a while.
I don't know if you want Alina here. What to RNG pick? What's good against
Alan?
That was too far.
I'm sorry.
No
more. There's a sword under that couch.
Eat the milkshake.
Holy shit.
You'll feel better.
Nice.
I'm terrified now. Is there an umbrella or something under here? I need somebody give me a battle axe.
Let's go, Kyle.
Last pick. What's the battle axe for Royal Never Give Up?
Actually,
what are they going to do to
Pugna?
break their way into the finals?
Pugna's
pretty sick. Pretty sick.
Pugna
is game winning.
There it is. Puglina.
I thought that they would do this, but I don't know how. It's like it's good in lane against the OD, but it seems like a pretty hard Lina game otherwise.
Really? I like it here. I think you can kite the Sven at the very least. Whenever you're playing against two squishy supports. Oh shit! Holy shit!
What?
I actually have a battle axe now.
I don't get a sword.
Wow. Yeah, Alan.
Do you have an axe to grind?
Anyway, so yeah, on this high time you get off this panel. So any last words?
Nope. You have an axe.
All right,
running away.
That's what I thought. Well, we're gonna hit this button in a set. Well, not yet. Well, yeah, we're gonna hit this button.
Nope.
No.
Wait for the anime.
Oh,
and the odds.
I would take EHOME in a heartbeat with those odds.
I really like EHOME's draft myself. Like having Sanking as your initiator, and then to back him up with Shadow Shaman A, you also have OD and Sven, huge burst damage cores that are going to be able to follow up on the stun really well.
This would hurt somebody. This is heavy. There's like some weight.
May I touch your axe?
Are you on my...
Whoa.
Are you on my team? Because if I give you this weapon, I'm defenseless
I
against
just
the
want
house.
to touch the points, you know, just the tip.
All right.
Yeah, you could actually, you could definitely drop load with that.
Yeah.
Push the button. I am definitely leaving.
We can't yet. There's still anime coming. Or
Oh yeah.
fresh anime. It's not time.
I have an axe.
we're not
I
ready.
have an axe. When I say it's time, it's time. Kevin Purge Godek.
Okay.
Break this game down for me, though. What are you thinking? Who's going to win?
I like the RNG lineup. I think it's cool. Or not that one. Sorry. I like the EHOME lineup. I think it makes a lot of sense.
I think this
in
is one
terms
of EHOME's
poke.
better drafts. I just think RNG are going to win, though. I think they've just been playing better.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Also, this is a game that Disruptor can do a lot of work. Everybody except Sven, the Disruptor is quite value against.
He's going basey again.
Yep.
The old Sage's Mask Rush.
Yeah, it's nice.
I think I've played a couple Disruptor games lately, and I actually feel like one of the things that makes him better is you have to go to the Surrection Select item build where you max out your Thunderstrike really early. Like, you need a lot of points in it, because then when you do get in these early skirmishes that happen, you're not just some guy that's like, I've got a glimpse in a kinetic field, and then you're useless.
And that's what we actually saw from the Lanham flyby. They did this exact lane before, Disruptor Tide, where they go Gush and they go...
They had like 3-1-1
yeah,
or something.
3-1-1 on the Disruptor. You actually do so much damage. They were crushing.
It's
in their off lane.
100 extra damage per level that you put into it, and then but most importantly, the cooldown goes really low, down to 9 seconds from 18. So you can actually just spam the damn thing.
Dude, this I think this is definitely the build then. 480 damage at level 7 from your Q. Static
yeah, I
mana
guess it
cost.
is. Yeah, yeah.
That's a lot. It also provides vision.
It does 180 level 1.
If you're position 4 as well, your offlaner is often going to be able to jungle, or you can take over mid. And then it also farms faster. Like Disruptor, the other build doesn't have a farming tool, but Thunderstrike, you can clear some media camps and stuff. And I think that's part of how he farmed that mech in the other game.
It's true.
I really like Lanham. What else he does is this Bassi first item. I think it's super strong down here. And allows them to just spam spells, reckless abandon.
Well, the mana is good, but it's not ridiculous. It's 0.75 per second for
So
him and his
what's he
ally.
go from 1.8 to...
What are you referring to?
I was just looking what his mana regen went up to. Does it show it on the bar?
It's 0.75 extra.
Yeah, but the thing is, I feel the thing about Bassi is pound for pound, it's actually the most gold per damage you can get.
Yes, that's
which
what I
is
was
super
thinking.
strong, and it's 2 armor to your allies.
The armor is huge. Also, if you want to be cute, you can Bassi toggle. But the other thing as well is that if he wants to, he can use it to keep pushing the lane in and create opportunities to side pull.
That's actually a good point, because nobody buys Basey anymore. Imagine his, like, if the enemy team leaves the lane and he's got a Basey and nobody else does. Like, he can actually just easily help his team push towers. Oh, you know what the most recent buff to Disruptor was? 25 extra attack range, baby. Now he's got +8. Get out of his lane.
I love Disruptor, man. This is one of my favorite heroes, and it solves all your issues as a side of RNG. You've limited limited stun, disable. Well, let me rephrase. You limited catch. But
Got it. There he
not
is.
how did that happen?
Trying to do some detective work.
He got right-clicked.
Do they have a sentry in the lane?
No, there's nothing there.
So wait, his support stole the wave and he died?
He might have been on Sandstorm cooldown or something, got run down.
Troll is a very scary laning hero. Troll's only got 3 CS as well, except he was probably just running at Sanking.
That's what it seemed like.
Oh.
Lana might die, though.
Will he, though?
One more nuke.
He's fine. The Bassi, the armor. +2, baby.
Oh, yeah, it's not
It's going to keep him up. And that was with level 2 on both EHOME heroes. I think if Flyby had his Anchor Smash earlier, it might have been trouble mid lane. Astral onto the creep. Setsu looking to pressure just a little bit. He is currently trading completely evenly. We'll get slightly ahead thanks to those 2 last hits he just scooped up. Oof.
Oh no. Run! Run off. Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Nice.
Okay, hard counter.
Alright. Say goodbye, 74 damage.
This will be, I think, more of a static game. Neither side has too much of an edge in terms of laning prowess, and it is a standard 2-1-2 laning setup. I feel like RNG will have the easier time making plays in the mid game, though. I am always hesitant of 1 and 2 combos that are both trying to farm into the late game. OD Sven, neither one really able to actively make plays. And Faith Beyond was the one who got first blooded. His game is not great thus far.
Yeah, but once he gets a blink dagger, he could be the guy making plays while those 2 cores fall up. At least that's what I felt like could happen. I don't think it's completely over anything. Assume he'll. No, he's actually
Where are you taking this creep wave?
To the next wave.
He wants the next one as well.
Yeah. Nailed it. He tried to die to the tier 2 action. He was
But he
on top
forced
of
the
that one.
TP.
Oh, is that what it was? Yeah. Okay. He's gonna, but he can't really just hold the wave, right? Because once he goes invis, then he's just gonna run it, I guess. This Oracle's gonna be able to do quite a bit of damage, actually. And this whole wave's denied too. Or last hit, that is. So normal lane pull stuff. In the meantime, it's a tri-lane bottom. Just they try to run at a guy, but it doesn't work.
Hmm.
I wonder if the adjustment for bot now is whether they just leave the Tide by himself or like Tide jungles, land him soaks. There's a couple of different ways that they can play this. It does seem like they want to gank mid. Oracle's already drifting around there, and Lanham's also walking over. They're trying to coordinate.
I mean, if they get a bash, she could glimpse him back. That'd be pretty decent, but he's only level 2 right now.
Has this been scouted at all? There is a Radiant of Obs like somewhere along the way.
Yeah. Actually,
I think he may have avoided it, maybe.
it's possible. Certainly possible. But based on the way he's standing, it kind of looks like he knows. Nailed it once again.
Not bad. I mean, this is the
I
AO
like-
Sven, right? This is one of the better lane combinations. You just need this strength hero with the stun, throw on the cold feet, and you're going to find kills, not just in the lane, but throughout the game.
Bounty runes in a sec. It's probably the earliest I've ever remembered in my life.
Really? Are you one of those people that always gets to the rune like 5 seconds after they spawn, so it's already been taken?
Oh no, I look at the clock and I'm like, oh shit, it's 5:01. Hurry! By the time I get there, they're gone.
Oh, they get the glimpse off. I don't know if it was necessary, but now Lanham in trouble. The cold feet did pop. This is almost certainly going to be a kill.
Damage too.
Or is it? Yes. They get another one.
That's
Now-
really nice for flyby, though. Getting
for
the
real.
double.
Or the triple. You never know. Okay, they're fine.
We know.
So
Set-
semi-even either way. I like this new Sven build, by the way, where they just skip Warcry completely. Makes a lot of sense once you think about it.
Oh, so much since they nerfed the stun, right?
Yeah, it's more in demand. The damage isn't bad either, 80 per level.
This is not as easy of a game to go the last time we saw this Mask of Madness build, it was because there wasn't really any physical damage to be worried about as well, and he had the grace, but it's also going it again here. Maybe that's just his build. It's a little bit more old school. It makes sense again this game because it's supposed to be the OD who's like the real game winner, I suppose.
He's also been pressured in his lane too, so it helps him stay alive and go back to jungle if needed.
Yep.
Look at Faith Beyond. Just farming. Double creep wave, runs it in a circle. Now going to show up, and Monet's actually in a lot of trouble here. Does have mana for ultimate though, so should be okay. No stun. Really well played though, saving the mana. Sentry arrives thanks to Lanham, and they find another kill. OD ult mid. Lina in trouble? Should be fine. It's one of the benefits of the Lina versus OD. You have so much intelligence that the ultimate doesn't even really do damage in effect.
That wasn't close at all.
It was 61 int to 62, so.
Drained her mana. That's about it.
Triple Shrine, some solid efficiency.
Flyby misses having the Bassi from Lanham. He's queuing one up himself.
You're gonna make Vlads anyways.
Yeah,
and
regardless.
it's like one of those items that I do genuinely think a lot of supports could just hold at all points in the game, because like usually your supports have like one extra slot that they can use.
That's on Faith
The
Beyond.
Epi, okay. Kind of a cool way to defensively protect yourself.
Interesting. They do once again kill Flyby down bottom, man. He is having a tough time after a solid start. Faith Beyond as well. Both offlaners in some trouble.
Oh no, the range creep betrayed him.
You were the chosen one. Alas,
Lot of
Setsu
damage.
collects. Double kill for the Lina.
It's like they use God's strength to kill the tide down below. But back to the Basion support thing, like it's 2 extra armor for you and your allies and a huge AoE, and it's not an expensive item, only 500 gold. So, and then if you're offlane builds of lads, all of a sudden you and your team just have 6 armor for free. Yeah. Well, not for free, but you know it's a lot more. Helps for pushing all that stuff. Helps against Sven and cleave. Like now that this is all just reducible physical damage, it all makes a lot of sense.
Oh, this is
good time to crack him.
It's one of those games that I feel like won't really. You're gonna see kills traded, but neither side really has that ability to push tempo, unless the enemy side like throws a couple of fights here and there. I think once we see roster wars picked up, perhaps EHOME can look to get aggressive, but you know it's really predicated on all the support sitting 6. Thank God for those double tomes, man. I love tome. It was one of my favorite changes, I think, in the new patch.
Why, just so you can allow more hero variety or something like that?
I just hate when supports are out of games, and it always felt like, you know, needing to go sit in a lane for 2-3 minutes just to be able to play Dota.
Which, like, makes the game boring and slow, basically. Going on Sven, here comes a glimpse back. No ulti yet, of course, only level 4 here, but here's a follow-up disable. This is actually pretty bad for Sven. Very bad for Sven. Easy kill, and Monet rotates over, now going for Xingqiu as well. The dive under tower. Not too much more disabled, though. The old death shackle.
Waste some time.
That was a good 1/10 of a second wasted.
Yeah, and this is looking good for RNG already. They have the easier time making plays, and they do have a slight edge with that first rotation. It's almost, speaking about the tomes, part of why I like them is because previously we saw supports often just like kind of trading, like the 5 would be in each respective safe lane. This is another move that's been mirrored, the carry rotating to the off lane. Whoever does it first often has an edge.
They could definitely kill A here.
It's hard for anyone to TP in against the Disruptor as well. They can't.
That's a good point, yeah. Especially with this many glimpse levels,
yeah,
actually.
Lanham just kind of went back to the, I guess, more standard build. Or more common build.
They just recognize that they're able to win fights right now. Especially against like Sven and stuff like that. They have range advantage. Like nobody's gonna be as strong as Troll as Troll is right now with Blind, because Blind both counters OD and the Sven. So it's like they can just abuse this range and glimpse. Let's see if they get vision. Okay, that'll spot him for sure. Lanham might die though. He burrowed already. Oh, huge Ice Blast actually catches almost everybody. Monet pretty low, but he's running away. Faith Beyond still playing in the Sandstorm.
He's holding onto this tower for a long time. He's doing a really good job. Gotta say. Yeah. Figuring out where the sentry was, staying away from it.
Yep, and this is buying space for top lane, where EHOME are actually going to claim their tier 1.
All right.
Oh, you mean this range creep is going to claim tier 1?
Because last game the issue was that they, like, part of the issue last game was that EHOME lost 2 tier 1 towers without taking one in response. But this time around they're the ones to get ahead on the trade. They hold their bottom tier 1 and they take the top. So Sven's got a lot of room to work with now in the dire jungle, but RNG can't make the same use of the Radiant jungle. So they're going to pull ahead. I think they'll equalize and then get ahead on the net worth in the next couple of minutes. Because RNG haven't completely given up on taking this, but they have split up on the map again.
But they are getting to the point where they're going to try and make things happen. Setsu finishes up the Yules. Monet going for his typical Maelstrom build. And, you know, never end, actually. Once again, this Mask of Madness Blink Dagger. I'm a big fan. Full points in the stun as well. We talked about this. This is his favorite build. It's a unexpected amount of damage he can output once he gets that level 12 blink timing.
It's just by far the most damage you can get with the least gold for tempo. 1775 is like a whole 900 gold less than an Echo Saber, and you're getting 110 attack speed, which Echo is probably like pseudo 30 attack speed or something, I would guess. So it's going to do way more right now. He's going to be able to jungle more. He doesn't have to farm in safe places.
Oh,
bottom lane.
Disruptor dies.
It's not all bad for the Radiant side.
Another double tap for Setsu, though. They do bring 4 heroes. Lanham dying. Oh, well, they brought 5. Lanham just, of course, going down at the start of the engagement. They do clear up the tower, which is big.
The one thing about Lina is that When I was talking about the lineage in the draft,
what a ward trap. Holy shit, hold up. Double ward trap. Oracle will pop the ultimate, but that's right in front of an OD. He's just going to get free intelligence. Drops the hammer as well. Flyby with the ult. Monet trying to catch up here. He's going to look to get ZenQ. Of course, Oracle took a little too much damage to try and survive.
Yeah. He didn't get any heals off after his ulti popped. Lanham chasing. He's going to be able to pull the OD back.
Oh, this is dangerous for the Monet.
Oh, great shackles once again.
A ult.
Static Storm to stop the shackle too. And that'll be the full disengage. Oh, never mind.
Nice glimpse. There's no shrine up for another 3 minutes, so it does look like the RNG heroes will be forced to just retreat back, but not so bad. This is, I think, the story of the qualifiers, cutting your losses. None of these teams really seemed like they were willing to make those critical errors. You don't see a ton of really crappy team fights forced like we have seen in other regions. Notably NA, I swear, it's like sometimes like, oh, well, one guy's dying, we gotta go avenge him, and it ends up with a full team wipe. You typically don't see those in China until we're at the stage of the game where buybacks come out en masse.
I'm interested that RNG, well, I guess they're not really looking for anything here, but like, there's no way they can take that fight with no Ravage and no Static Storm, right? They use both of those abilities defensively, so now they just have to chill. Might even be a window for EHOME to make some kind of a play.
It's actually just amazing how big of a ward that ward trap was, actually. When you think about what they got in exchange, the Ravage was useful, but it didn't do anything really. It like kept them alive, and they also had to force a Static Storm, like all because he had like a god tier ward trap.
Should be another tier 1 picked up by EHOME. No roster wards for 20 seconds, but that won't be necessary.
And Sven's in the game because he's gone this non-greedy build.
Yep.
And he's still farming really well. He's actually pretty close to top net worth.
Dude, it's one of the reasons I like it. And I understand why people were going Midas all the time, but you know,
why were they going Midas all the time?
It's 40 attack speed. It's significant, and I think that they were just valuing levels are just super strong right now.
They were playing for a later time, I think, right? They were playing for like the maximize your BKB with like Daedalus. The idea was get 18, blink BKB and Daedalus before you actually had to take a fight, and then you're super strong at that moment. This is just like probably closer to level 12, 2 points ulti timing than a...
it just feels better, I think, because you know you don't really lose out in terms of your net worth growth because you skip the Midas, because you can start clearing jungle and lanes faster because of the MOM. And you're able to be active. Like, you can be top net worth and also make plays and try and kill enemy heroes. I felt like so many times fans would just farm, and then it hit 20, 30 minutes, and they'd just be kited from there on.
I like the ult for kills instead of ult for stacks. Like, I think we also see that a little bit with the phase Midas build. People just like building up a big ancient stack and then using the ult to clear that. So they're making way more use of that interim strength from Sven instead of just waiting for the super late game timing. Still, he's got to be really careful with his BKB this game. Once the BKB gets low, Sven's still going to run into all the same problems that he normally does, but it's looking really good so far.
Yep, they pick up a free kill middle. Nice rotation around, should be able to secure the tier 1. They do have Ravage, however, EHOME does look like they're willing to posture, potentially look to engage. Faith behind, whiffs the stun. No 1 sentry remaining on Afu, so...
What's the cooldown on Glimpse? They gotta be careful about how they approach these fights. All it takes is one person forgetting.
Yep, like right here. Oh, whoa, oh god, no. They astraled on the high. This is gonna end up being a double Ravage. EHOME, what have you done? The OD's just gonna die. Or not? Oh yeah, he died.
He doubled.
And
I think
now
he misclicked,
Oh my god,
man.
they drop Ross awards. He's gonna get gushed. If they don't buy back, this is gonna be even more kills. Hey, Blast coming through. It's going to hit the Oracle and the Disruptor, but that's not going to make a difference. That's a 3 for 0, and they clean up the roster awards. EHOME, what have you done?
Ooh, Faith Beyond's trying to cut the creep wave, but yeah, that was even dangerous to stay that long. Does a little bit of damage to the creep wave. Hopefully it can keep his tower alive, but yeah, the self-banish, not a good sign.
Guys, you want to set up on me? I'm ready to get ravaged here.
Yeah. And also this dire ward here was the whole reason they were able to kill the Sven. The Thunderstrike ran out, he ran high ground and got close back, and I was confused at first, but that must have been it. Epicenter coming through, doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. That should be a dead land M though. Oh, he missed him.
Oh, okay, got him.
Touched him. Gave him the cold touch.
Will lose both supports, but his tier 1 tower
AA got
trade.
both of them.
Yeah, exactly. No gold going into the coffers of the cores. But Y's happy. He can get closer to that Force Staff.
I wouldn't complain. Like, why don't you guys just kill him next time?
It's true.
Yeah, look, the sentry actually spots it out. He might have trouble noticing it. The sentry looks out of range.
I mean, he doesn't have any vision up that hill, so.
I guess his won't get dewarded. There's a good chance they spot it later on. But he realizes he'll probably spend another sentry to check the cliff spot. And now he's gonna, because they know the glimpse came somewhere. But interesting ward. I didn't realize it gave the tiniest little vision here. Enough to cause OD to Astral himself. So Kai on the way for OD. Blink first before Kai this game.
You guys like the blink on Lina? It's gone, ooh, kind of greedy build. We saw Setsu was the one who bought the blink on Lina and then went like 19-1 and something, right? But he was just, to me, that game, it felt like he was using the blink to hunt the Omni Knight and the supports in the back lines.
I mean, I like it this game, I think, because, I mean, it's not going to work for very long against Sven, but against OD, if you can hit the back line and do Yules on OD, that's a stun combo.
Yeah, that's true. The OD's pretty squishy.
So you can, like, threaten the supports and the cores, at least for a bit of time. You can blink dodge Sven stun, potentially. I don't think it's bad.
I think the blink is also probably good additional vision to get like a +1 kill with the glimpse, right?
Oh, that's true.
You're winning the fight, and then Lina can just blink forward to see somebody else.
Yeah.
And then glimpse that guy back. I think that's cool.
Oh, they're gonna initiate down bottom.
Oh.
Hey, blast is gonna land on 3.
Look at that blink dagger.
Oh, that stun hits anyone if it's beyond. Staying framed. Not gonna be able to get the defensive Astral off his 430 as the blink was on his previous position. The glimpse from Lan M able to finish him off. They will get a glyph, but you know, with the vision, this is so important. I love Disruptor for this reason. If you have the vision advantage, if you can continue to play aggressive around the map, it's so easy to just continue abusing your advantage and just adding onto it. They see OD, and if he steps out for even a moment, he's always threatened by a glimpse back.
Oh. They didn't quite have it.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's a kill if Lan M is a bit quicker. If he gets his Q off, he's just dead.
Yeah, I think it was just maybe either he started reading it or he saw Lan M at the creep wave, but he had to get within Thunderstrike range.
Yep. Look at Afu.
So it's hard.
Afu. Oh, the race!
Deny it.
The race. No!
He
disarmed himself.
Oh, see, he's just trying to attack it or something.
Yeah. He knew he wasn't going to get there in first, so he wanted to try and deny it, but he was also disarmed, and he'd already used the purge on AA, but he couldn't get rid of it.
I mean, neither of these guys are walking. Why don't they just fly a little faster? Or something?
Yeah, for real.
I like the way that the RNG supports the skill builds and the item builds. This Disruptor dies. Disruptor's going for a Yules. It's just another button that can force Sven to BKB or interrupts the epicenter channel. And the Disruptor, the Oracle is maxing Edict. So he's going to have a really long duration disarm against the OD and the Sven, which is going to also force them to pop BKBs in ways that they wouldn't want to. I think this is really cool. Because it means that now those two heroes pretty much have to BKB every fight because of the item and skill choices. Whereas otherwise, I think they would be able to play a little bit more greedy.
On the high ground in the meantime.
Hmm?
Nothing, you go. What were you going to say?
Kevin. I was going to say, I just really like the way Setsu's been playing as Lina. It's typically the same int build where he goes for the Yules, bots, blink, ags, and especially against heroes like OD Sven, if you can open on them, especially, you know, with the Ravage, it's quite easy to find that initiation. Even if they get the BKB off, you still pop in the face with that ags ultimate, and it does oodles and oodles of damage.
Remember how Nahaz was complaining about disable it and go through BKB? Well, Lena's about to build it.
Yep.
It's murder.
Yeah.
It's being dead is a very long stun.
Yep.
Is that the philosophy?
It's the best way to beat teams with item advantages. You just go, oh, Blink Ravage actually hitting OD on the back line. How did they even know? Oh, they had this ward from earlier. It spotted him.
Still been there. Setsu's going to get ulted. However, the Hex will come out. He's now ward trapped. He's not have the ability to get away, but the glimpse back will save him for the time being. He's going to try and blink away. Oh, does not get it off in time. Probably would have died anyway through the burst. But yeah, as you said, that ward, it's going to get countered now, but it did its job. They pick off the OD, start the fight. Not ideal, however. It is ending up as a 2-for-1. Of course, the AA did buy back.
Again, the supports get the last hits on these kills for EHOME. It's not too bad on the Shaman. I imagine he's getting close to some kind of an item. Yeah.
Someone's got Blink, yeah.
But
concern is just that this OD of 430 is, you know, compare him to Setsu last game, right?
Yep.
He had, I think, 306 CS at 25 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
And Ferrari currently sitting at 162. Not nearly the same freedom to excel. And, oh, hang on. Epi, and
Fate's
Oracle.
Edict.
Veil was a little bit late there, but yeah, the Fate's Edict is going to stop all of this.
He's going to live.
Pipe will help too. He's really trying. Man, Fate's Edict actually counters A so hard.
Yeah.
A's like, I'm going to do a medium amount of magic damage, but amplify it. And all of a sudden, it's just
It's one of those counter matchups. You know, you think, hey, you prevent healing. That's good against Oracle, but the other's ability is just, you know, preventing magical damage against a hero that offers only that is always going to be effective.
I played a late game Oracle game the other day, and I got the Fate's Edict cooldown talent. I was like, why would I not just be permanently Fate's Edicted at late game at all points in time now?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's so useful against the right heroes, against like Storm Spear and that kind of thing. Setsu does get killed on the top lane. I was talking about my pub games again, guys, and then you know what happens. Oh! That was really close. He almost got caught with the kinetic field vision, that is.
Vision. It's such an underrated mechanic.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean,
I still feel like teams, Nahaz will harp till he's on spell immunity, piercing spells, or sips, and I am all about vision providing heroes. I feel like those are, if you have both those things in all your drafts, you're gonna have a good start, at least a strong foundation.
Do you guys know if kinetic field is ground vision or flying vision?
I believe it is.
I think it might be ground vision. Right?
Yeah.
If you put it in trees,
Put it
it's
on
not
a
as
high
good.
ground, yeah.
Yeah, high ground it's fine.
It's
but,
definitely
like,
ground vision because you don't see the. Wait. Yeah, you see inside of it, but it's ground vision.
I was just
by ground
wondering.
vision, you mean that it can't like see all the way around all the trees or something? Right?
Correct, but you do see
Yes.
what's inside of the kinetic field.
Yeah, so it's giving you vision as if it was a unit like in those trees.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have a fight for the rune. A preemptive A blast to scout ground. It's going to hit the troll and perhaps force RNG to reconsider their initiation. Lan M is on the bottom bounties.
Yeah, RNG's like, okay,
Yeah.
you got us.
And thing is, EHOME, they do have the ability to take fights, but it's very important that they get the initiation. If you get ravaged to start a fight, it is near impossible for you to win it. And the Ross tanking are very squishy, but threaten so long as they can get their spells off.
Well, they group in to push the top tier 1. For now, EHOME just split pushing a little bit. Doesn't look like they want to fight around this. They don't have ward control or anything like that, so Lena's got Axe finished too. It's a good time to fight for them. And she just got her 18 also. Any one shots? A is pretty close. Like his positioning here.
I did.
It's like trying to get like decent ranged ice blast while also being able to show up to fight potentially.
Just keep it away.
Yeah, as soon as he throws the ice blast, they're gonna know where he is.
That's true.
He just threw it.
Oh, initiation on Monet. He's in some trouble. If they end the AA blast, it could be problems, but no, he'll just pop the BKB ultimate. AA blast will go over top of him, so he's not going to be able to heal up. Chasing down the Sven, never end though. Could be able to turn this around in a moment. Setsu as well gets banished. Pop the ultimate. I believe he'll die, and in fact he will. Fly by, pops the Ravage. It'll be on top of 430, but the Lina and the Troll already dead. There's no damage. EHOME, they're looking to retake this ground. Hex, orbs, constantly orbs. 50 int almost on 430. Saved up, and that's all 3 cores on the side of RNG going down. Excellent initiation. They just caught Monet napping, it feels.
And Lina didn't get to do anything. Look at that. 0 damage from Lina.
Zero?
Jeez.
Yeah. Lina got caught and just died.
Yule's Light Strike away, but it must have been BKB or something.
That's part of the
Setsu just
problem
went
with
for
Lina
her.
this game. Oh my god, double damage. Alright. I think they get this.
I can
either way.
hear Nahaz.
Curse you!
Double damage.
I mean, they deserve to take this Roche anyway. That's right. They won a big fight.
Yeah.
Like, this would increase the amount of time it took to Roche, but...
But this is the scary thing about Lina, and this is part of why I was a little bit against it this game, because there are heroes there's multiple heroes in EHOME, like the SK, the Sven, and the Shaman, that if they catch you, you're just done.
Can I just say I feel like it's the AA, though? I think that this hero could just be like my MVP of the tournament, at the very least this qualifier, because it feels like that's what's giving the edge. you know, Troll can't play the way he wants to.
I'm coming around on the vision aspect of AA, giving maybe it's like scouting for these blinks to get in on the targets that they need. We've slowly over time there aren't very many abilities left that give vision in addition to what else they do, right? Like either you have a vision ability like Hawk, but a lot of other things no longer really give you big like scouting, and AA still has a little bit of that left with the Ice Blast.
Yeah, it was nice in the boundary rune fight, for example. It's like, we know they're going to contest it. Let's see who's there. If there are heroes that's going to hit them, they're not going to be able to heal. So now they're not going to want to take the fight, and we get the bounties anyways. So that can be really hopeful. Troll does have a lifesteal item. Satanic coming.
Yeah, and this is a sick. This is a really nice OD game. Like, OD just amazing against the Tide.
Oh, hang on, they found the Ross Tower down bottom. Setsu doesn't need any help, and the tower denied.
The double kill.
It might as well be. You actually get more gold removed from the enemy team when you deny a tower than you do by killing one of the enemies. Unfortunately, they do miss the ward on the shrine, so RNG will invade enemy jungle, but they have given EHOME this information. Smoke available on Afu, but with Roche on dead and Aegis currently in the possession of, they give it to the OD. Would you give it to OD here or the Sven? I get OD, right? Because Sven, if he pops ultimate and then dies, as if he's valuable,
yeah,
back
true.
up.
I really think this game comes down to who dies first in fight. Does the OD die first or does the Lina die first? Like, who dies without using the majority of their kit?
This is the next game we're going to play on the show. Who dies first?
Who dies first?
Is it Naz with his katana or Kyle with his battle axe?
The new auto battler genre.
It's not about who wins. It's like who's gonna die or succumb to their wounds. You know, like,
Okay.
Would
both
we,
people are in trouble.
like, would we fight to the death?
You could even fight for like 30 seconds. Someone's probably gonna die. Let's be real.
I'm not so sure. I feel like I could.
With a battle axe. No.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like a sword
longer
would definitely
reach.
beat you.
He'd have longer reach, but
You definitely lose.
I have better vision.
Oh.
So
okay.
it's all about, I guess, who could pierce the enemy's BKB or, like, you know, the armor that I hope you'd have given us to wear.
Sure.
Otherwise, it'd
Not naked.
be bloody naked.
Naked fight.
Never mind.
All right, you can wear underwear.
How long's Sven's BKB?
Thanks.
It's pretty long, right?
How gracious.
8
seconds. We're hitting the. We're on the Wednesday of BKB timings.
And look at the item choice as well, though, on Monet. He's got a Satanic up next, but it goes back to that whole AA factor where, you know, if he gets caught by the blast, that won't do anything.
It does reduce the duration that the ice blast affects you, though, right?
I don't think so. It's not a disable.
I don't know. Do you guys want me to find out?
Sure,
Okay.
but I'm pretty sure it doesn't reduce the duration. I could be wrong, but I don't think it counts as a disable.
I thought that it did for against like Urn and stuff like that. I thought it would reduce the duration, but you'd still take all the damage. I might be completely wrong though.
Oh, hang on. Initiation.
Where the
Gun,
veil? So
forward.
late.
Emmy, bam. Land him dead. Setsu now in trouble. Gets Yulzed up. He has BKB, but he's going to need to pop it. In fact, he does. Running away. Never end. His BKB will fade shortly, but 430 with the Aegis. Ready to rock and roll. Has the Blink Dagger active as well. Ross boards go down. There should be a free tier 2 to be collected by EHOME. They've got a slight lead in the game. 16-19, 2k gold. But it's anybody's match still. Aegis only up for another 45 seconds. You got to be cautious here. If RNG look to get frisky, let them respawning soon.
Yep, they don't want to go in. They'll just wait.
Setsu moving into the top area of the map.
It's good.
Does he have any items coming up, or did he just buy something recently?
Must have been the BKB. That was his first BKB use.
Yep. You're right.
That's probably why Never went on in the first place. Is probably assumed that he was gonna be able to score this kill, but the BKB got revealed. So nothing.
Yeah, so it does. It's gonna reduce the overall duration, but you still suffer all of the ticks.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm done.
So you take the ticks faster.
Yeah.
I thought that was only on I just have sometimes status resist. Oh, whoa, Monet. Better safe safe than sorry, sure, but
I mean,
man, that
he
is
clearly thought the whole enemy team was here, but they're actually top, and now he's got to fight without his BKB. He's TPing in. It's gone when he lands, but it doesn't matter, I don't think.
Pitbull support's already gone down. Oh, the glimpse back, they got him. He already blinked away. What? Wait. Oh, Astrals himself. Well
he's
played.
going to be there, right? No.
Yes.
No, he goes back to where he was.
But that was changed then, right? Okay, anyway, blink in from Never End. Finds the
got a
DD. Ultimate's going to be active in just a moment as well.
Axe.
Has BKB. Will chase Monet back into the pit. Still Astral inside his 430. Not going to blink away just yet. Gets some back as they continue to chase. A one-shot kill onto the Oracle. Crit lands for some absurd amount of damage.
It's been a good Daedalus game. Who's he got here? Lena? Troll.
Oh, pops the ulti, but it's not going to be enough. Just going to get stunned down. 430
Goodbye,
says, thank
dude.
you. I'm very now. He's got a ton of free intellect, but
Okay. The drive-by.
So smart.
It ends up 3 for 4. Afu dying back there. What a weird engagement though.
It really was. The troll TP with that supports, and then
See that's one of those examples, right, of just mechanics that I feel like you don't understand unless you play enough Dota in a sense, because when you used to get glimpsed back and you would astral yourself or you'll
would teleport
or disrupt
that position.
yeah,
right?
like the disrupt animation would still be far away, but then you would end up spawning inside the kinetic field because you actually were traveling while in the nether realms to the location that you were glimpsed to. So that's something that must have been hotfixed a while back.
Possibly.
It's one of those things you just have to like know, right? I don't think there's a rule that you can follow to figure out what the interaction's going to be.
It's level 25 on the Sven. He's gonna be chased back. They'd love to be able to just throw off a glimpse. That might force the BKB. No, it does not. Now he catches the stun.
Oh,
Whoa.
he definitely should have BKB'd. I don't think he expected the Lena to be there or something.
That's a long death timer. 90 seconds. That's a level 24 Sven with no buyback. And they should have seen that he had AC. How do you not BKB there? There's 5 alive.
Maybe he's trying to blink time it.
All right, well.
It's like, oh, I'm going to outplay them or something. I don't know.
Monet TP Shrine. He's going to run straight down mid lane. They've got a creep wave. This could be... I mean, if they just push all in here, isn't this a Rex? They've got Blink Ravage. They've got Solar Crest. Like, they just go.
Was he telling himself he could like BKB TP or something like that? Was that the...
He definitely could have BKB'd. He saw the glimpse coming. He stopped moving. He was like, okay, here it goes. I assumed he was going to wait till the glimpse ends, then blink away.
Yeah, and
for safety.
But I think he wanted to make the play because he thought that he could, even if he messed it up, he could still like BKB TP. But it seemed like he just got immediately stunned.
Yeah, I don't think he expected Last Strike Ray to be there.
they're playing like they don't expect a buyback. Oh, hang on. Initiation. They get the ward trap. AA blast going out. It's going to land on 4.
Got everybody.
Holy crap, the hammer dropped as well. Monet now still locked in. Has the Oracle ult active on him. Now popping the BKB. Still with ultimate available as well. Faith Beyond 4 staffs away. Ravage though. Hits on 3. OD in a ton of trouble. No Astral available. Has the BKB but catches the bash. OD's dead. Will buy back. Ferrari trying to get back into the action. I do believe that is the end of Monet, and in fact it is. Nice shackle there from Xin Q. Fly by now. He's the one in danger along with that gem. You'd love to be able to save that. He hands it off, and now Oracle's going to be able to TP away. Oh, whoa.
Wow.
That's a play.
That was so nice.
That is so cool to watch. I love when teams find a way to save those critical resources.
That was really, it was really smooth too. They passed it over, so it's like he didn't stop moving on the tide, just the instant transfer into shift Q. I mean, they did defend the racks. That's pretty significant.
Well,
the tower's alive.
What
too.
can they get back? Because they did buy back on the OD.
Oh, this is actually a huge kill. Is he in Veil good?
AA blast. He's dead.
Veil so late. Okay, he's got him.
He's dead.
Instant, yeah. About 10%. Faith Beyond has been veiling really late on his Sand King all game, I've noticed.
Yeah, but he has been hitting the spells.
He's playing his hero very well, but yeah, I mean, he's losing genuinely a couple 100 points of damage per combo that he's doing. It's a big deal.
Sven's already top. He's chunking the buildings.
He got ult active. Man, this is way more back and forth than any of the games you saw on the group stage.
No kidding.
Is that 2 racks? No, there's a buyback on Lena. None on Troll.
They'd have to go bar racks. God, that's so much damage.
Holy shit.
Did you see that? It was like 40% of the rack health. It was a range barracks in the AC, but still, holy crap.
That's a tier 2 as well.
That's a 25 talent too, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's only 65 more damage, but...
It's more than 65.
No,
oh, no, you're
that's
right.
Yeah. I did the math once, and I was like, wait, they took the 65 damage talent, and they turned it into 40 God Strength, which in some ways is better, right? Because you get raw health. And but it's still, it's not ult. It's not active when your ult is up, or your ult isn't up.
And what
an interesting. So it was good that Sven didn't BKB. Basically, is what we're trying to say. Say it, dude. That's
no. I'm not gonna say it.
Say something. I'm giving up on you.
Rosha. Cheese is ready. Dire team smoke. It's probably expecting Sven slapping it, but he doesn't have his ultimate. They know that at least.
Yeah,
Alright,
no Ravage for 10 either.
Well,
You remember that
this
ranged
is the
bash
fight.
though?
Hey, Strude. Oh, Tide blinks in.
Odie got ranged bash by Troll in that last fight,
Yeah.
and it caused him to die because he couldn't get his BKB off.
Look
That
at
shit
this
was crazy.
cheeky play from ZenQ. Drops Warrior's
That's so
bottom.
smart.
Knows that someone's going to have to defend infected Setsu.
Tetsu's got bots. He can.
Yeah.
Now they fight though, right?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, there's the Hex.
Long range. Going to try and initiate
Oh.
Renee, and they do. No God Strength yet, so there will not be the damage follow-up. However, he catches the bash, and now the lead is done.
Oh, good banish.
He gets the Astral. They did not even
Saved
take
him.
damage, I don't believe. Double stun now by Faith Beyond. He can be popped by Never End. Now with the ultimate, going to try and go forwards. He's going to do so much damage. You got to kite this if you're RNG.
Goes
Heals
back.
up on him. Oh my God, he's just killing everyone. Setsu, yep.
Yep.
Monet now
Yep.
shackled. Astraled. There will be buybacks on both big cores, but they've lost Monet. He does not have a rebuy, and if I'm not mistaken, that could just be it. Setsu now caught once again, has no BKB.
Oh.
Is he going to get the rampage? That's the question. 4-man anchor smash. Oh, goodness
Give it
gracious.
to him.
Give it to him. Give it to him.
It's not over.
It is over. They
called it.
No, it's not. He's going to get a double rampage. Oh, no.
Double rampage. Double rampage. He gets it. Never End, aka ZYF, is not ready to go home as EHOME
Damn.
take RNG down in that second
All right.
game.
That
What mistake?
That looked like a draft. EHOME actually put something together.
AA. First pick.
Yeah, it worked. They had heroes to utilize the vision that it provided. I think that was the big thing. And they just had good
Jug, I like it even better.
It's tough
Okay.
when you can only lane your Leshrac in 3 out of the 5 total positions. Really limits your draft.
It's only.
you know?
I'm just pointing it out. I'm just saying that they
Yeah.
lost a little bit.
It's just he's that good that it's like
Yeah.
genuinely a real point.
Are we concerned
Leshrac's
about
definitely good enough to be utilized in all positions.
I don't know about 5.
I think that's part of
I
the
don't know
reason
about
it's such a
5.
valuable hero.
5's kind
Dude,
of
you were busted on Leshrac the other day.
Well, Leshrac's about to bust on them.
I would agree with you. How do we feel about Juggernaut Ninja Shadow Demon?
I'm gonna pick Leshrac for my next guess and animal question.
What?
Yes, he has hooves.
Yeah.
I am,
Six
cheating.
arms.
I'm
Is he a-
trying, Chad. I'm trying to make him talk about
Is he
the
a
draft.
mammal though? I don't know.
Alan, what makes you think the chat wants you to talk about the draft?
Yeah,
I'm looking
that's
at
a
the
good
chat
point.
right now, and all I see are
Is-
memes. And in fact, right now, 5 minutes in the future, they're all spamming.
Know how to stop talking?
Well,
No.
now they are.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
the, is
I
the
didn't
Jug
see that.
Grimstroke lane going to be... I would say that it's supposed to be good against the Tidehunter, but I think RNG are just going to put the Shadow Demon there, right? And anytime you go for a spin Inkswell kill, there's
You
just going to be a
disrupt,
disruption.
you know, defensive.
Yeah. Or even if he sees the Inkswell coming out and Jug does... That's one of the things that I always think about when I'm playing against a Jug in lane, is if you have a spin that if you have a stun that forces him to spin before he gets on top of you,
Mhm.
he doesn't get the full damage, and that means that he's not going to get the kill. So if he gets Inkswelled and Shadow Demon sees it and immediately disrupts him, then you're not going to do anything. So it means that Jug's not going to be able to play for full damage unless he starts on top of the other person.
All right, give me something here that synergizes big time with the Soul Bind.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Man,
Give me that
Nether Strike,
Doom.
does that
Give
work?
me that. Nether
Pugna?
Strike's all right.
This is such an old school lane, Sven Lesh, potentially. Like,
What about Pugna?
Have we really
Yeah.
seen Pugna picked outside of when it has that really favorable mid matchup though?
JT played it off lane, didn't it?
Yeah,
that was the
yeah,
off lane
that's right.
Pugna
The
game.
three position.
It was looked terrifying for Sven. He just couldn't really play the lane very
Man,
well.
I don't know.
I don't like it with Spirit Breaker though.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good
Yeah.
dual lane.
It's cool for like the nuke damage stuff, but like he's got to right click as well to really get value out of his laning hero. And it's
All right,
good against
what
Lesh,
about
but the
Dark?
rest is
No,
not
Dark
so great.
Band.
Your offlane pick is really hard for EHOME here because it's just what survives getting storm-hammered into a split earth.
Bristle?
There's not that many heroes.
Anti-mage. Reflect the
Or,
storm.
or you just pick something to backlane. They should Batrider here. I think Batrider is the pick. Then Batrider doesn't even have to like. He doesn't have
Into Tide?
Batrider into Tide and Shadow Demon feels really, really hard.
Maybe. Oh, that's true. The Shadow Demon save as well. I hadn't.
I think you could just bristle.
Were you incredulous about the Tide just because of Kraken?
Oh, the Ravage just covers everything, right?
Kraken, Ravage.
So would he just like blink Ravages and then it doesn't matter that you lasted? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I
Pretty
think
much.
that's the idea.
Natural pipe buyer too. Bat's also low damage. You already have a carry that's kind of dependent on burst damage. Jug's sustained DPS is quite low without a mag in support, and now you have a.
Or do you
Bat
do
that
with
is sustain-
the?
I mean, you have Grim though, so
Okay.
I would agree.
That's
First puck.
that's a nice.
It's a
puck pick.
430 puck.
Is it?
It's a flex pick.
I think it's.
It's a flex pick. It could be either.
I think they're playing it off lane.
I think one of the reasons that you pick puck here, I was just about to talk about this. So it was Gods that sort of put me onto this at Epicenter, the idea that right now, as the first pick team, that you will often want to pick your mid. Wait, that's the other way around. That's
It's
the
cool,
other way
but it's
around.
not flex. I think it's just 100% offlane. Look, RNG banned Kunkka.
You-
They know that it's offlane puck.
You got to be careful here though, because EHOME right now are susceptible to both TA and Alchemist last picks by RNG.
Yeah.
And they want their mid hero to cover them against that, assuming the puck is off lane.
The puck is like I can see how the puck is cute here because if you can phase shift the Stormhammer, then you won't die, and it's a hero that can play 2v1 in that lane and allow for the Spirit Breaker to play elsewhere.
So
but-
why is it like I would be biased for it being off lane, but why is it 100% for you?
Well, for me, it's because that they've. So one, I can't think of another offlane that you want to put there against the Sven Lesh, and then two, RNG they have the same read. The Kunkka got banned.
Sure.
So
Yeah, that's fine.
like they banned a mid hero, so they think that there's still a mid coming in.
Fair
But
enough.
it could be. I mean, there's the possibility.
They could just be covering against it though. Oh, that juice! Wow, yeah, that would have been another hero that EHOME would have had trouble dealing with. And that's what's so
Yeah.
cool about how the meta shifted. Feels like when you're trying to game plan against enemy last picks, there's so much cheese. It's tough to ban the solid heroes that you probably are going to end up playing against, but you're way more afraid of Brood in a decisive game 3.
Absolutely.
And Setu's Brood is pretty sick.
Yeah,
We've
we
seen
have
that twice so
We've
far.
seen that a couple times. Saw it at Epicenter, I believe.
So, OD's still in the pool here. I don't know what EHOME are going to pick. I feel like they probably feel a little bit drafted into a corner.
Medusa? Oh, no, DP. All right.
They're just
all
going
right.
to Death Prophet.
Stain.
But to me, that's a very nothing pick. It's like, it kind of does a little bit of everything, but it's not strongly going in any direction.
I like it a lot here, though.
I like it with Puck. Like Puck coil plus DP is like kind of solves the fact that DP wants to run people down.
You have a ton of frontline for yourself. You've got healing ward, and there's a lot of disables on the side of RNG. But as long as your ult's running and your drains are off, you're gonna be still dealing same DPS.
You don't have a great deal of late game scaling though.
If you sniper here on RNG,
That's pretty.
you feel good, but it's the
Pretty
Spirit
sick.
Breaker. Spirit Breaker Puck just slays you. That's the concern. There's nothing you can really do to stop them either.
A speed with like Inkswell.
Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
dead sniper every time.
But it's such a good hero. Like, you want, now that there's a DP, it makes heroes like Alchemist and TA a lot more difficult to pick.
What about just?
What if RNG Lesh mid and like
Medusa?
pick Tiny?
Ugh.
Lesh mid and then Tiny 4 instead?
No, I think you need a mid. I really do. And I think that at this point you're going something like Medusa or Sniper. And Medusa's banned, so.
Yeah, the
I
Medusa
don't
would have been good. Okay,
Okay,
it's just
sure,
OD.
yeah.
All right.
Big range to damage. That seemed to be what their draft was missing. This also has the benefit of a double save. This is something EG used to abuse back in like the TI 6 era, where they'd have like Shadow Demon OD, those two heroes in combination. And you just have this save a buddy thing going on. It's
Well,
very
and
difficult to play
the
around.
double save, right? Soulbind is not such a problem anymore. You can, in theory, save both guys that are soulbound. I actually really like this RNG draft. I
like both drafts. I think
I do too.
I think both drafts have definite win conditions.
I just the level. If you go back over the last month and a half, the ceiling for RNG to me has been higher than the ceiling for EHOME. They've shown me that they can play just a little better, and I'm gonna go against the odds here. I actually like. Oh no. 1.5. It always messes me up that they have the other sides, but I will go RNG for this one.
Faith Beyond Puck.
You would put your dollar down for an expected win of $1.55? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, I'm saying I would bet it at even odds. That if you made me take these odds, I'd bet it him.
So you're not confident.
He's not very
No,
confident.
I'm.
Or you just want $2.2 in exchange for your $1.
That's called value investing, my friend.
Alan used to be, opinionated, decisive.
I'm a value
happened?
investor.
Who wants to
baby.
press the perfectly fixed emergency stop button?
You should do it.
It still makes a little bit of noise when you shake it, but
I tried.
it's broken.
Oh,
You fucking broke it.
Kyle.
I'll just press it
Guys,
one more time.
look,
Press
NA
it
had
one
it on
more-
backwards.
Oh, God.
I'm serious. We're fine. We got this.
Taking the button off is...
That means
Hey, how'd
oh.
you do that?
It was probably just production. It was a false alarm.
TV magic.
Maybe
oh
stuff.
no. Dude,
Oh, it's got a lock on it?
I fixed it. I actually fixed it completely.
Yeah.
It's better than it was when we got here on the first day.
So you can emergency lock it by twisting it. That's what you're trying to say. This changes nothing, Kyle. That's what he said.
All right. Well, let's get into it, boys and girls. EHOME, RNG, 1-1. One team advances to play our grand final.
The 5-man smoke!
Alpha's going to make this Shadow Demon hero look totally busted this game.
Oh, that was a good drum. Who played it? Who's playing the drum? Monet? Oh, I love it. That's my favorite beat. The dun 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 dun. Here it comes. Oh, there it is.
Oh, the low one?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
That one.
It is so satisfying. You know what instrument's really underrated? The bassoon. Look it up right now,
It
Chad.
was at our next game. Guess what instrument I'm thinking of? Woodwind? Or, I don't know any other names.
Percussion.
That's all I got. That's very different categories.
That's a kill.
Kind of.
Or is
It's
it?
not.
Afu, Disrupt, stun from Lan M, but they're going for the Spirit Breaker, and he's a beastly boy. He's going to smack down Afu. Faith Beyond, getting credit for the first blood. That's a TI winner. I am not sure that's the person you want getting that first blood. However, they will be able to win the rune race. Nice stun from Lan M.
That was a lot of regen, actually, for Zinq.
Yeah.
That was probably a sal from Grimstroke or something like that. That's I love harassing down like a Orb of Venom Rush supports. It makes such a big difference because then for that first like minute or two of the creep waves, they just feel safe. They feel scared and they have to use tangos.
Yep.
Makes a big difference.
That's a good point.
Yeah, when you go this kind of build, you're just hoping to get the first blood, basically. Like you actually want to get first blood and then trade your life away.
That's true, because then you just save all of your limited tangos, TP back to lane, and
Yeah.
I can't tell you how
Nice
proud I
Dragon
am
Wave.
that I myself am. I fixed the emergency stop button. Like it's a very important thing on this cast.
incredible. Disrupt being used against the SB. He cannot pull the creep wave unless he uses his skill that allows him to catch up once again. The SB countered and uncountered. You blocking the small camp? No, dewarding it actually. It's not blocked. Guess they assumed it would be because they were smoked in the enemy territory, but nothing happened. Now they're just actually Sven's just trying to pull them together. So people haven't done this very much actually so far.
The problem is that then the next wave arrives and like stuff gets weird.
Is this what he's been trying to do? Just pull them together that way there's more creep denied from Faith Beyond or something? Some weird. There's like 3 creep waves to keep an eye on right now. It's weird, man. That is a SB that looks in trouble. And he's being Orb of Venom by his own illusions. I forgot about that. You know they removed that and they put it back in the game?
I liked it. Makes sense. I think all illusions apply their orbs, right? Why would Orb of Venom be different?
They don't always. There was a period of time when you could use it on PL illusions, but then they took it away or something, and it's back in the game now.
Go figure that. Wow, that's pretty nice, actually.
Really good against the SB, actually.
Do you think Naga illusions then would have it as well, right?
Correct.
You think that's a thing? Naga with Uv?
I mean, why get an Oob when you could just get a 17th Wraith Band?
That's true. That's a good point. Did not think of that one. Well, so far in the laning phase, EHOME is ahead. And I will say one thing about their draft. It does seem easier to execute, where you just charge, coil, Jug runs forwards. You're going to be able to find kills. Also a lot easier to shove towers as your mid is responsible for your damage, whereas RNG is going to be reliant on the Lana and Leshrac.
I'm going to go in a different skill build this game. Get a Warcry. I guess against the SB, maybe that's their thought.
Makes sense.
They're kind of a bursty dual lane, so if you just get like a Warcry, nobody's going to die.
Well, remember, it was also Never End that went for the mask build in the previous game.
It's true, and he's going Phase Midas, at least tentatively.
Charge coming out. Cancel immediately.
This is another animal. We could definitely use Spirit Breaker as an example. Everyone knows he's a cow.
Is he, though?
Space cow, yeah.
Do cows have hands?
He's got hooves.
I don't think cows have hands.
They could, if
Cows-
we sewed them on.
Oh god.
That's
Plague Doctor Purge.
mid lane. Won by 430 at the moment. Isn't this... I feel like it's a little OD favored. You have more base damage and...
It's close. It's like 5 more damage.
Death Prophet spams the wave way better at first, right? Like,
It's true.
2 points Astral versus 2 points Crypt Swarm.
Very true. Checking out the offlaners. Both aren't having the greatest time, but as you can see up top, Flyby, much easier time in pulling the creep wave, whereas Faith Beyond is resorting to these orb tricks. Really wants to
cool way
get
to
both
do it.
creep waves.
Oh,
What a boss.
Summon Monkey consumables, dude. So good. This is actually kind of insane how useful this was actually. Like the orb range is so
Dude.
long that nobody can catch him except for like an SB.
Yeah.
Or his Shadow Demon.
You're going to
Off
get
loop.
charged. Get the disrupt.
He just did that for Orb of Venoms. Watch this. Look how slow he is.
You're really all about this, eh?
250, dude. Mechanics.
Should have backpacked it just before he got disrupted.
That's actually a very good point. Or can you do it afterwards?
I don't think you can while you're in the disruption.
I see. How's Tide doing? Level 3? Could be worse. So both carries just getting... Actually, Jug is doing way better than Sven. But I guess that's because they've been pulling creep waves more knowingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's actually being contested, whereas the Jug is effectively just free farming. That's
Bounty
flyby farms
battle.
behind tower.
You know,
Oh, they're gonna fight here. The bash lands, double soul catcher.
Take
Lana
the bounties
running
off her.
straight to the shrine, and he's gonna conserve it actually. And now Setsu's gonna be able to heal up as well.
you know, what we were worried about in the draft was the Sven plus Sven plus Lesh combo, but it's actually the Shadow Demon one is the one that they've protected against. Because I just got flashbacks. I was like, because we used to play SD all the time, and then people just pick Jug against us. And then the same thing was happening with Puck here, with Phase Shift and Jug. Basically, 2 of their lanes are now no longer vulnerable to the SD combos.
Yep, that's a good point. It's really annoying then to play the Shadow Demon because you feel like your hero is effectively is just nulled.
I don't fully agree with that, but
Here we go, though. This is the one place you can make a Shadow Demon work, which is the mid lane. Double TP from the supports. Now a banish. Flybys here as well, level 3. 4 heroes mid, and they will be able to finish off 430, no problem. But a ton of damage dealt.
yeah. I just disagree because SD is not just a one-dimensional hero anymore. That Disruption is a great spell, but it is by all means not like the only good thing he's good at in the laning stage. Although people do skip Shadow Poison a decent amount, but
Look at EHOME. They're just going straight for a flyby. Is he dead? Yeah, he's actually just dead. The TP's canceled as well. Now Lan M in trouble.
Needs to drag the wave off the tower, though. I think they might still lose the 2-1 anyway.
only
Yep, 3 archers catapult.
Yep.
you mean range creep? Cleanse Man.
They're just charging him. They're going to ink swallow him, aren't they? Nope, not available, but... Oh, missed. I think if that lands, they just dive straight for him. There's a spin up on Never End. Almost certainly would have been a kill. Give him the kill. Nice. That's huge for the Jug. He is skyrocketing up in the charge. 800 gold ahead of the game at the moment. And does have drums queued up.
Well, yeah, he really is really far ahead.
And because they placed this ward earlier, EHOME will also take out the Shrine ward recently placed by Afu. He'll probably drop a sentry of his own. And he does. Now he'll trade wards. No problem.
That feels bad.
Indeed.
The Jug does need to stay ahead, though, with this matchup, right? The Sven versus Jug. The Warcry gets annoying as the game goes on.
Sven farms naturally much faster, right?
Yeah.
So if they're even, Sven probably gets farther ahead. Maybe, because Jug can get better kills usually, easier kills.
He just needs to be... I think so far we've seen it, he's been using his spells a lot. So far we got spin kills, we got Omni Slash kills.
Yep.
He just needs to keep that up. He needs to keep using his timings whenever he has them. Because he's going to be buying a lot more small items, right? We're going to be seeing like the Phase, Drum, Yasha, or Maelstrom. Meanwhile, Sven's just buying Midas.
He's going Midas pre-phase too, so even greedier than normal. But realistically, what is the Puck going to do against him? Can't pressure him at all.
That's the thing. The Puck pick, it survives the lane, and I can see why they picked it, but I'm just interested to see how it works out this game, if it actually ends up looking value.
He's not that far behind Tide, and he's actually on more levels.
I think the Ags Puck is one of the most underrated in Dota.
Oh, it's really good.
It's a 4.5 second stun that would pierce BKB. And it lasts for 8 seconds and would deal 700 damage. It's just so good, especially against heroes like Sven and OD, who cannot itemize against it.
That's true. I guess I was thinking about it as part of the value of the Puck is your ability to cut waves and delay the game.
Yeah.
But I'm not actually sure that they have the better late game. But maybe with the Puck Ags, then they do have a fighting chance in the 5v5 late game.
I think that it'll at least equalize things in a sense where if RNG are not able to stand and fight, they're going to die. And I feel like EHOME benefit from that when you consider they have the Spearbreaker ult, it's also BKB piercing disable, the Death Prophet rolling forwards, Jug Omni Slash, like there's just nothing you can do anymore.
Yeah, if the Sven pops God Strength and BKB and they manage to kite him, then I can totally see a way where EHOME then come back in and take the engagement afterwards. So.
A ton of stacks in the RNG jungle. This is great for flyby. Rush the arcanes.
You never know. It's gonna be Sven, if anything, right? I'd rather put on him.
I agree, but you need your Tide to recover a bit. Lan M goes down. Did we catch that on camera?
Yes, his body is right there.
Nice job.
Got it. Thanks,
Good
man.
job, Kev.
I did notice they rotated in a lane and anticipate the dive.
Yeah. And to those loyal viewers who have been sticking with us late night for the last few days, do keep in mind that we've been observing in comparison to base kit for the first 3 days.
It's true. So if you've noticed a massive drop in quality, it's my fault. If you've noticed a massive improvement, it's
I'll be back for
probably
grand
still
finals.
my fault. That's true. That's true.
Thank goodness.
It can only get better. Unless I sabotage him in an effort to make myself look
You should
better.
change.
Just change all
Which
my
I might do,
hotkeys. As soon as you're done with this game, I'm
I'm
taking
gonna
over.
fix your mouse like how fix this emergency stop button.
Oh yeah, how do I change back the settings? Maybe it's not important.
I didn't change anything.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, I mean the mouse sensitivity. Didn't you change that?
Yeah, I pressed the positive button.
Ah, okay.
near the
I
mouse
will
wheel.
press the negative button.
Yeah, but how many times I pressed positive? Just once.
Okay.
You'll be fine.
Good to know.
Tome's coming out. All supports rejoice. Yes, immediately. The two Tome. One heads towards LAN M. One is going to be picked up by Flyby. Oh, hang on.
He's rushing Hood this game.
The initiation. Oh, Dire Tower will go down. Never End has spin TP available. Got to be cautious here, though. He's actually just going in. The coil lands as well. Ravage is being held by Flyby. And it's a hasted
Well,
Setsu. Should be able to find at least one kill. Nice
Ooh.
Astral. That should be enough to claim the puck. As, yeah, the silence comes out by Faith Beyond, but he's just level 6. He has no coil.
Ooh.
They,
Ooh.
I mean, I
Did
guess they had Stormhammer,
Did
but
they not check his mana?
he didn't have mana, but he did have a phase shift is the thing.
but
So,
wouldn't
like,
you just try to cast the stun first?
I mean,
Or
Sven was
just,
kind of
just
far
fake
away.
him out, right? Just pump fake, Ravage, or...
Sven was in melee range.
Oh, well.
I don't know if he was that close. Like, can dodge phase shift at like semi-close range Stormhammer. Like, I think that was an okay kill personally.
All right.
I mean, they lost their tower, but they pick up 2. They get a puck and a Grimstroke, and now they definitely can take stacks. Like,
They have lost all their tier 1s, though, which is a bit
who needs them?
concerning.
What have they ever
But
done for RNG?
They lost all the tier 1s, but they're actually up on gold.
Mhm.
So that's a little bit worrying if you are
Yeah,
EHOME.
that's another thing that was changed in like recent patches. Just tower gold. Not only, it's funny because they're still. It feels like they're more valuable just because they provide so much map control. But the gold numbers have been nerfed consistently.
Have you guys seen Sven's net worth since he took that ancient stack just now?
Crap.
Pretty good.
Do you remember that time when Jug was like way ahead?
To be
Oh.
fair,
It's long gone.
And they were hunting, but they're just a little bit too late.
long gone.
They'll get flyby.
coil.
Get
No,
Javelin,
Ravage.
Scrub.
He does have a hood. Will survive for some time, but there are 5 heroes surrounding him. So, and he's still dead.
That was a pathetic amount of survivability, I must say. He
Like,
died.
don't try his best, Kevin.
Pathetic. Be embarrassed.
Are you even trying to go to grand finals?
Who
I
says
think-
that line?
Huh?
Who says that line? Are you even trying? Somebody says that.
It's one of the Dota heroes.
I'm honestly
Is it Pango? It's probably Pango. He's an asshole.
I'm impressed by how casual this game's being played. There's so much on the line here. Loser eliminated from a chance to go play in a $40 million tournament.
Is it being played? I think they're trying very hard.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I know, but what I mean to say is that I feel like when you watch other regions, you can sort of see the nerves. You can feel
true.
the hesitation. Whereas this game, just standard,
Yeah.
solid Dota 2. Nothing crazy.
Everyone seems pretty warm. Everyone's being pretty decisive. This looks like a kill.
Definitely.
this.
Lan M. Doesn't even need the bash. Faith Beyond will close.
The sniper, dude.
From
This-
downtown.
The lowest speed homing missile ever.
And he's rushing Blink Dagger. You do not see this very often.
Well, he's got the money.
I-
Are you sure he's rushing it?
No, I'm not. I think he'll...
He would have bought it
He's
by
thinking
now.
about it. Okay, he's going. He's going.
I don't know if I like
Crown
this.
Blink. What don't you like? The Blink Rush?
I don't like Blink this early because he only has the 2 points in silence. I think I would have preferred him to get either a Veil or even, I'll be honest, a Midas. Just because I think
Oh,
this
yeah.
game goes late, and I feel like getting max level is super value when you consider the 420 GPM talent. Plus,
You mean the Dream Coil Rapid
Ags.
Fire? But what couldn't he?
But at what cost?
I mean, you could argue that fighting the enemy team when they have Midas and stuff is so good because if they just like the Dream Coil plus Exorcism, like they can actually turn Exorcism into a real damage skill. Same with Spirit Siphon.
you're right. That's a good point. It's more about the team setup. I'll give you that.
And also his survivability is going to go up. Not that he has good phase shift levels for a while, but I don't know. I could see him be a lot harder to kill. Like this might really enhance his split pushing. He's queuing up a Yule's next. He did buy a crown, which is usually indicative of a Veil that pucks off them by,
Yep.
but maybe he changed his mind.
Save it for the
afterwards.
Dagon. Later on.
There's nothing wrong with just wearing a single crown. Unless you wear it every day, then it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
You know?
How do you wash a crown, you think?
Like
What are the king and queen
I
of England
believe
do?
you just clean it. I'm pretty sure. If not that, then you definitely use like a mild agitation bath. You know what I mean? You ever clean like chemistry stuff?
Ooh, no, I haven't.
So it's like it's
What do
kind
you-
of weird. It makes like a buzzing noise. It's basically like a metal tray that's submerged in water, and then it's like it's vibrated slightly,
Oh.
and particles and things fall off. It's a sonic bath. That's what it's called.
Oh, okay, because you said
Sonic.
agitation bath, and I was like, what do you do? Like run water on it and scold it. Like,
Yeah.
you've been bad. You're gonna
Exactly.
get clean.
Agitated. Make it feel bad. You can definitely clean like lab parts and I'm sure jewelry. Actually, yes, jewelry.
Do you have any
for
other
sure.
like fun facts, Kevin? Like just random things?
Kyle, you can't force creativity.
Okay, Jesus.
Come on.
Dude, it's been 4 days. I figured by now you'd have something for us.
I just gave you one. Now you're like, give me another.
I'm greedy. What can I say? But we got initiation. Tidehunter, he's trying to farm an ancient stack, and now he's getting jumped on. Omni Slash, Spirit Breaker ultimate to teleport in from Setsu. He'll tank the damage, and now the spin TP. To be expected. Oh, goodness gracious, is that a lot of DPS? There's a ward down. Lanham should be able to escape. Whoa, where is he going? Whoa,
no.
what?
Oh.
Zinq? Did you see Zinq charged? I think a creep. It died, and it switched on to Setsu's OD.
Oh, redirected.
Oh, no.
And I was like, wait, what?
It's like one of those moments where the game is like, oh, yeah, this is definitely where you want to go.
Yeah.
Like, this is actually one of the few times
Those
you don't want to go
Gosh
after the hero.
darn bots are at it again. Sven now. Midas active. Please use it. Gran, I know you're watching. There it is. Gets the tower last hit. This Sven hero, man. Feels like whichever team picks it up, just as you said, look at the net worth, right? He was behind, took a couple of stacks. Suddenly, he's got Echo
He's
halfway to BKB.
Which was probably almost all off Fu, I think. Shadow Demon spent a lot of time
Yeah.
stacking over there.
Beyond tried to cut the wave, but got caught.
It's very troubling. Zinq charges forward, looking to
No
get
ulti, though.
Setsu, but this is just not going to happen. This is a pipe on the Tidehunter as well. Ravage is available.
He wants the ulti, but it's just not worth it.
But you're fine with that. You got the kill on Faith Beyond.
I'm pretty
Sven's
sure.
still farming.
I'm pretty sure Fabian was sitting in the trees. Then he blinked into the wave to try and clear it and then orb out. But he maybe got caught after he jaunted to the orb by Lanham. Does Lanham have he's got the Atos, right? Okay, maybe he just got Atos before the orb got far enough away.
Yeah, I agree. But just keep in mind the past tense of blink is blunk.
Ah.
True. And he could also do Atos into stun to guarantee that no matter what,
Yeah.
he's dead. It's a pretty fast Atos, actually. Lanham's actually really, really high net worth here.
He's just so squishy.
He's
but
like equal to Puck, though.
yeah. I love Leshrac against Puck as well. It's another reason the blink is rough for Faith Beyond at this point, because without the levels and phase shift, he can orb in, blink in, whatever. But if he doesn't immediately get out, he'll die to the Lesh AoE damage.
He did not expect to find Lashback here,
Zinq?
but it's actually going to work out.
Lots of damage, but healing ward will be plenty to ensure Zinq stays alive.
I like this, the phase plus earn on
Yeah.
Spirit Breaker.
Me
Just
too.
give tons of armor. Very good against Lesh, good against Sven.
Urn is such a value item now.
Yeah. It really is.
It's always been so valued, dude.
It's got to be like the best mana regen item per gold for sure, right?
Mhm.
Like 875 for 1.5 mana regen. It's
Yeah.
insane. That's like a perseverance in terms of mana regen.
The build-up has changed so many times, right? It used to be
Yes.
like 2 gauntlets and
Sage's
Sage's
Mask and
Mask,
recipe. That brought me back as soon as you said 2 gauntlets.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
start with
Good
That's
old
Urn.
days.
start with the double gauntlet.
And in fact, he will survive. Defensive Astral by Setsu. The Ravage being held for a little bit by Flyby. Ult popped along with the Warcry. Monet now just moving forwards. Oh my god, Neverend is actually just going to die. That's the Shadow Demon Purge coming in from Afu. He will pay the price with his life, but the charge forward onto Lanham. A nice Atos. He's going to interrupt the charge. Now Monet forced to run away under the cover of the BKB, but Setsu not able to blink away. Really well done by Faith Beyond. You can see him. He had the orb en route as he came out of the Astral. That prevents the blink away, one of the few things that can do so. And 430, I want to check the fight recap in a second. I believe he was
Sven's still
responsible for a
charged.
hell of a lot of that damage.
It was pretty good. Jug as well. I'm really surprised Puck didn't die.
Yeah.
It looked like he was going to die after he used all of his spells, but it was like the OD got stunned by something, maybe
Yep.
charge or Inkswell or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and then he backed up to the healing ward as well.
Yeah. That was good. Good fight for them. They're still getting crushed. 5k at 20 minutes is pretty
That's
significant,
not
but
crushed. What's the XP at? I bet you it just shifted after that fight.
I'm sure it did because they killed heroes, but I mean, they'll get quad bounties here.
Let's check out that experience graph.
Good luck. Innocence. Okay, you're fine. You're actually just completely fine.
Can we check out the
I
experience?
don't know his hotkeys.
It's two on the numpad.
Wow.
See?
Look at that
Look at
little
that.
lump. That
Look
little
at
baby.
that.
Little
If that
baby
was a
hump.
roller coaster, you'd be terrified. Maybe not.
You'd be like, oh, never mind. It's just getting ready for the next one. Go away.
Okay.
I meant that to the golden experience graphs, not
Oh,
you.
thanks.
Flyby getting a blink. They want one more initiation. Doesn't feel like he can do it by just walking into the fight. They do have 2 different silences that they can just, well, 3 different silences that they can just put on him and ignore him. So he can't actually rely on the Kraken shell necessarily to always give.
Got
him
it.
opportunity.
Nice job, Kevin.
Thanks.
He did use the BKB, however, to
did
kill off
BKB.
the Spirit Breaker.
Oh.
And mid lane,
Got it.
whoa!
Where is it? Where is it?
How did that? He just got obliterated.
She turned into dust.
They used all their spells, however, in
Yeah.
the sense that now the ultimate of the Shadow Demon and the Sven is on cooldown, but they will take out a tier 2.
How did they
And
get that kill?
They just ran at him. They just A-toast and ran at him.
I guess so, yeah.
I know.
all
You
he
know
had was
why? He
Yules,
got
right?
purged. As soon as you get purged as DP, you're dead with no BKB. You come out of Yules
yeah.
immediately.
That's true. No defensive mechanisms. It's literally just the Atos is what guaranteed her death, more or less.
Nobody was
That's
there
crazy.
to. Well, nobody was even nearby to help either. That was a. Sven's gonna stay ahead of the Jug for the rest of the game. The Death Prophet's probably gonna be behind the OD for the rest of the game. So unless they get that fight that we were talking about earlier, where Sven pops stuff but they cleanly disengage because of Ag's coil, then I don't know what else they do. The puck was the right pick for the lane. They